All right, so we got Bambi working on the bed command. My daughter's about to come home from school, so I figured it's a really good opportunity to kind of show you what this would look like with answering the door. So I don't know what your new house setup is yet, but we'll work in private sessions. So I really like it where I can be able to see the dog really clearly and like open the door and have them come inside. Ring the doorbell a couple times, knock a couple times. I do a lot of this for like desensitization. More often than not, the doorbell triggers excitement just because it means that people are coming. So that's where you see a lot of dogs barking at the door because it means somebody's coming in the house. And for some dogs that can be stressful. So for some dogs that can just be stimulating. And so regardless of where it's coming from, the behavior sometimes leads to barking. So with Bambi, what I want to do is give her a job like in that moment. So if the door rings, the doorbell rings or whatever, there's a knock or somebody is coming over and you can kind of set it up. Even if they were to just like walk in, I want to be able to like send her to the place bed naturally. So most of the time dogs aren't pre-placed. They're not just like magically on the place bed as the doorbell rings. You like know every single time. So I will train it where she is on place and have somebody come in. And then when she's also just hanging out and then set it up as though, oh, somebody's here, and she's already off the bed. And then you put her on after the excitement's already started. So Alexis, do you want to release her?
Okay.
Good job. And then it's just go to bed as her command. So we can just have her hang out, knocking on the door. We've kind of done this a couple times. So she's, and then, yep, there you go. And so she kind of knows, she's anticipating it a little bit, but we're going to practice it really good with my daughter actually coming through. And so I want to kind of show you how to follow through as somebody's actually coming in and she's wanting to investigate and going up and sniff them, maybe jump on them. I love this bed command because it negates so many of those like really kind of excitement and adrenalized or maybe even kind of abrasive behaviors where she's like, I'm just going to go do this thing. And that person may not love it or, as people sit down on the couch and she's trying to jump up next to him, all these kinds of stuff. So she's coming in. Good. So this situation, my daughter's just going to walk in so we can set it up where she's already on the place bed. And like I said, we can also have it where she's not pre-placed and somebody rings the doorbell. Like, I wasn't expecting you. So right there, bed.
Go to bed.
And then just work up the collar.
Bed.
Good. Nice. Nice job. So this is kind of where we would work up. Like if she continually breaks this, we're going to work up and then we're going to go down and then we're going to work up and then we're going to go down. Hi, honey. So good. Will you go walk past that dog on the bed?
Will you go walk past the dog?
Will you go walk past the dog?
Walk.
Walk, she says. Good. And come back. That's good. So I love long line work for this. You can do the slip lead too. Like it doesn't really matter. Sometimes people don't like this because it kind of feels cumbersome.
Go to bed.
Good. And we're just looking for pause. So right there, she's a little bit more committed than she was as she's kind of just getting off, on and off. So that was really good. Good job. Do you want to release her and then send her again? Because I also want to be able to practice this.
Okay.
Good. Where she's just kind of hanging out, and let's say like she starts to get into trouble, where she's like, I'm gonna go do all these things, and I'm in the kind of in the way. She's very sweet about it, but sometimes she can kind of get up in everybody's business. I want her to be able to kind of have this organic come and go of like, you're getting too much, we're going to put you on bed, because this can promote a lot of impulse control around hectic situations versus leaving the dog up to their own devices. So if she's just like wandering around and doing all these things, and that's fine if she's got good manners, but once she starts to get a little bit like jumpy or mouthy or getting up on somebody's lap on the couch and they may not be loving it, we want to be able to like release her and then send her back. And so she's like, I'm bummed. She's so funny. So it's really good for her to be able to kind of switch from these different like excitable brain to calm and structured brain. And it's not easy. It's not easy for dogs to naturally do that. So that's why we can promote these things through the training and have this in our and our resources to help her through it. So she's doing good.
Bed.
Good job. Good girl.